right, I'm going to give it to you straight up and call it like it is. Quad is a professional victim. Quad will never take ownership for anything Quad does because Quad doesn't believe Quad does anything wrong. Although Quad is a user because when Quad got on the sister circle, Quad ain't want nothing to do with the other girls. Now what Quad is trying to do is get in or stay in the group by any means necessary by attaching herself even to the new person, Phaedra, just to stay relevant. Although she claims she don't need Phaedra because she's been in the group and she's an OG. Girl, go lay down, Quad. Now I done said too much before this intro. Is y'all ready to talk about it? Cue the music. Oh yes, bitches and hoes. I'm back.
I drop a player like it's nothing, it ain't working out. Now no debate or for discussion, bitch, I'm walking out. My time is money, I ain't loving, let you toast it out. Flip my weave and walk it out. Look how I just bossed it out. Now come on, baby, why you bugging? We can't talk it out. I keeps it moving, I ain't tripping, lost another spouse. I'm just a boss, it's in my blood, no, I won't scream or shout. Grabbing my keys.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Voodoo Doll TV with another review, and this is Married to Medicine. I think season 10 or 11. Girl, it don't matter. Y'all know which one it is. We gonna call it Quad User Fraud. Miss Quad, you had it, but you ain't got it no more, Quad. Let me say this, Quad. I don't like that they called this dinner in corner. I don't like that part. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta say what I got to say. That part was kind of, messed up to invite the girl all the way down to California. Knows how to party. All to tell a girl you don't want it in the group no more. Now, Quad, in their defense, they gave you another chance, Quad, to be like, you know what? I might not feel like I'm 100% wrong, just like y'all don't feel like y'all 100% wrong or whatever. But this is the part that I want to say that I was wrong in, and I want to take, accountability for in my bad because I love y'all my sisters. This was your opportunity, Quad. But see your pride. I don't know if it's getting away from Dr. G and buying your own home and then, standing up at the top of it, looking down on the girls, saying this is all independently me. I don't know if it's you finding your newfound independence. Even in my opinion, y'all said, and I saw somebody who had a logical, response to people thinking that she had something to do with Mariah getting off the show. But I'll say for me, from what I saw, and again, I could be wrong, it to me felt like when you came on the show, you attached yourself to Mariah. You and Mariah were the girls. And then when it was convenient to you, you detached yourself. And I don't believe, I ain't gonna say you didn't you had her kicked off, but I will say you wasn't worried about it either. So with that type of, response, I feel like, tables turn. What goes around comes back around. Ain't that ice? Not Ice Spice, Old Spice, regular Spice. Spice official. Y'all know the Spice I'm talking about, and it's just like, now it's your turn. Now it's your turn, Quad. And then Quad, furthermore, you don't make nobody want to fight for you to keep you on because you just on here, well, I didn't find a safe space, darling. If I had a safe space, then I would talk to you guys. Okay, Quad, well, what's the difference? Well, right now, I'm not going through anything, darling. Quad, go lay down. It's about time you go lay down, Fat. Yeah, just go ahead on lay down, But we gonna get to you a little bit more. Y'all grab your things. Let's get into Married to Medicine. You're not even married to medicine, my love. In my Mariah Hug voice. Listen, that's the go to me. That is the Nene Leakes of this whole thing. So y'all gonna put some respect on Mariah Hug name, okay? And every time I see, Heavenly House, I just remember, Mariah telling her, pressure wash this mother... I don't know why. Mariah need to be back, man. If y'all could get back with Nene, get Mariah back up here. But this ain't about Mariah. Is y'all ready to talk about this episode? Let's get into it. Grab your things and your earbuds. We about to roll. Let's go. So now the episode opens up. Dr. Heavenly's working on her day off. She got to make somebody smile right. I'm not sure if it's Tamar's friend James, but whoever it is, shout out to them. Then we have Dr. Jackie telling her nurse assistant or doctor, I don't know who that lady is, that some man's sperm ain't sperming. It ain't the swimmers ain't swimming. And she said she hate having that conversation with men because they don't want to hear it and they don't want to see it. Well, girl, let him figure it out on his own, Dr. Jackie. Okay. And then in this scene, We got Dr. G telling Sweet Tea, hey, I need you to go pick up my dry cleaning, go drop my prescription off, go buy me some drawers, basically giving her a honey-do list. And she's just over there saying, yes, sir, will do. Okay, babe, And I'm sitting here saying, oh yeah, that's why he got somebody younger. He wants somebody he could roll and run, and that's what was going on with Quiet. He was able to run her at first, but then when she got on Married to Medicine, things changed and he didn't like that. I get it now. Let's move on. So now the episode opens up. Toya is meeting with all the core OGs. It's her, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Simone. Who else on that trip? Who else over there? I think that's it. I think it's just the core girls. And she's meeting up with them because she's got this event in Napa Valley. She's inviting all the girls out. She wants them all to come see, because she's doing that event with Kendall Jackson. And she wants all the girls out. But they need to discuss a few things before they get there. So now Toya jumps off the porch and was like, I really don't want Quiet to come. She was like, because I really want this to be a business trip. I want it to be about me. I want it to be positivity and light. But every time I bring this girl around or this girl come around, we get into it. Everybody's sitting up there saying they don't understand why y'all keep banging heads. And she feels like, because even though, Quiet has been dragging her for filth for years and years and years and saying heinous things like her and her husband are thieves and all of that, when she invited her down to the doggone funeral or resurrection or whatever it was, she said she didn't even take no responsibility or accountability or anything for the things that she did. And I have to agree with her on that. Now, Dr. Simone also agreed because she said when she was over there, she was asking Quiet, was there anything she could take accountability for? And Quiet was over there hollering, basically, girl, we could either bury the hatchet and move on or no. Like, she wasn't even trying to be like, yeah, I could have did better here. I could have did better there. And that's because Quiet does not care. I don't like that y'all icing her out like this, but Quiet don't care, y'all. And y'all know that. Everybody knows that sitting at the doggone table. My opinion, just in my humble opinion, Quiet knows that the majority of the girls don't deal with her, so she keep her ear to the heavenly streets and the ear to the Phaedra streets so that she can keep, being able to be invited to stuff. And that just is what it is, because this is messing up her check. And I get it, but just be upfront and say that, So like Toya, Heavenly, everybody saying the same thing. Heavenly feel like she was used to, because Heavenly was like, girl, she ride with me or she fucks with me or whatever. Quiet, my little sister, I fuck with Quiet. She said, but Quiet only deals with me when she can't get in touch with Phaedra. When she not around Phaedra, girl, she ain't really, checking for me, ain't doing nothing or whatever. So they all come to the same consensus along with Dr. Jackie that, this is probably not the best, they don't want her around at this point. Dr. Simone saying what everybody else saying. All four of the core ladies agree that it's time for Quiet to pack her bags, Fat. Pack your bags, Fat. You're going home. That's what they say, And so Toya was like, I get it. She said, but I at least want to give the girl one more chance. One more chance. Toya, give me one more chance. And I say, oh, look how nice of it is for Toya to want to give that girl one more chance. Shout out to Toya. But Toya already know Quiet gonna bury herself because she do it every time. Same shit, different toilet. Girl, this is Quiet. She already knew it. She just wanted to be justified in saying, leave the heifer at the door next time. You get what I'm saying? So anyways, Dr. Jackie was like, so are you inviting her now? Like, what are we doing? And Toya was like, yeah, she could come, girl. It is what it is. I'm invite her to, let her basically bury herself is what I'm going to do. And Dr. Jackie was like, oh, this is new. Well, Dr. Jackie, you messy. See, you don't want to just come out and say it. You want to, be the quiet one and then, oh, well, yeah. Dr. Jackie, just say you don't want the girl to come too. Girl, get off of here, Dr. Jackie. Oh, no. Back it up. Skirt, skirt. Where is Curtis? Dr. Jackie, where is Curtis? Curtis was supposed to love you. Where is Curtis? Now, you done been in too many frames without Curtis. Let me find out Curtis got another woman and you don't want to say now, Dr. Jackie, where is Curtis? We don't trust Curtis. Where he at? He can't even stay home by himself. He need a chaperone. And it's got to be a young man. No, I don't even trust him. We don't trust him. Where is Curtis? Now, until you come back and tell us that, Dr. Jackie, hush. Hush. Okay? Get off of here, Dr. Jackie. So in other news, Alora comes down to the, kitchen where her mama at, dressed, all draped up because, her mama calling her down there to help clean the kitchen. Heavenly is over there talking about, girl, we could go look at Clark Atlanta. We can go look at Spelman. We can look at Georgia State. Girl, it's a whole bunch of places so you can stay here and run the beauty store. And I'm sitting here saying, I'm grown and that don't sound fun to me, bitch. Run a beauty store. Girl, what? That girl ain't trying to stay in no Georgia and run no beauty store. She young and turned. Why would she want to stay here and run a beauty store? I get it, but at that age, no. Well, anyway, Alora put her little coat down and said, Mama, I'm going to FAMU. Get it how you live. You could be mad or whatever. But this what it is. And, Heavenly looked like she wanted to cry. But she said, Mama, don't start with that crying ass shit. We don't want to hear that. I'm going where I want to go. You went to Florida A&M. I'm going to Florida A&M. I'm going to study biology. I'm going to do everything, I want to do. And that's just that. And Heavenly, you got to take the lick on that. Let that girl go down to Florida A&M. Let her go be her. Do her thing. Girl, let these children spread their wings and begin to fly. Let them hoes fly. Listen, I'm not calling Alora a hoe, but let them children fly. Listen, them children, even birds knock they chicks out the nest, girl. Let them children go. Let them children go. Let her go, fam. Not fam. Let her go, Heavenly. Shit. And speaking of chicks flying, hold on. Now, on one end, we have a young black female ready to leave the nest. She probably been ready for the last 10 years. She's mentally and ready. She's mentally and physically ready to go. And look at the next scene here. Check it out. If this doesn't paint a clear picture of the difference in the way we treat our boys versus we treat our girls, y'all is blind and don't want to see. You hear what I'm saying? We got Dr. Simone over there buying a condo. Look, it makes sense. And I get it as a mother. She's saying, I already want to buy some investment property. So I figured, why not buy it and have my sons live in it for a year? I get that. But Dr. Simone, you setting down these rules, writing up contracts, all to tell them if they don't follow the rules of the contract, they can move back home. Ain't Miles, that's the oldest one, ain't that nigga like 29? He 26, I think. And you still talking about he can move back in if it don't work out over here? Girl, what are we doing, people? Black women, what are we doing? Hello? You got grown men. Grown. I'm gonna give Michael a chance. But Miles, a grown ass man over there, she gotta set rules and say he gotta pay rent while Cecil over there saying, well, he might not be able to afford it. Shut your square head ass up, Cecil. I like you though, but shut up. Let them be men, but I get it. Cecil don't want him to be men because he ain't never had to be a man. Now, Dr. Simone, you said it. You said you got him out of his mom basement now. Was it the basement or the attic? I mean, I get it. You don't want to push your children out, but at what point? At what point do you teach your kids how to fly and then release them to the world to see if they can fly? I'm telling you, and this is why black women have so many issues dating black men, because black men are used to being taken care of while black women are forced to be grown. And I'm not even saying Heavenly forcing her child, but you get what I'm saying? Like, they just have different mindsets. Now, she done put the rule in place that if them two get into it, Cecil gonna be the mediator. And I'm sitting here saying, girl, Cecil over there talking about we might paint the room and make it different. No, y'all not, because y'all know them niggas gonna be right back over there. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Simone, you gonna be taking care of the Three Stooges for the rest of your life, girl. Get off of here. I like you, but get off of here. I gotta see what I got to see. Bye. Now, moving on, Toya is packing for her wine event, and I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Y'all can say what y'all want about Toya and Eugene, and I've said a lot. I think she works his fingers to the bones while he worked 50, 11, 9 to 5s. However, he supports the hell out of Toya. And at that point, if he like it, I love it. He supports his wife. He's helping her with everything that she needs for this trip. He's excited for her being a business owner. He's excited for her wine thing to jump off the ground. And I am here for it. Their dynamic works for them. And I was about to say I feel bad for saying some of the things I said in the past, but I don't. I ain't gonna lie. I said what I said and stood on it. But now I understand and I get it 10 years later that just is what it is. Now he asked her, he was like, hey girl, what do you think about inviting Quad? You said you're inviting her. Like, I thought you wanted this to be about you and be peaceful. And she was like, yeah, I know. And I know Quad could be, you know what, but ultimately I'm trying to give her another chance. And Dr. Eugene was just like, just be sure. This is business. This ain't pleasure. Put your thinking cap on, Toya. And Toya was like, it is what it is. I let her slide. It is what it is. But he don't know that they're setting her up to kick out anyway. Now, Quad did say she only had 2 more episodes, so this is one of the 2. So it makes sense. Let's move on. Now, we in the limo after we done arrived to Napa Valley. And look at Dr. Alicia. Dr. Alicia, they let you say 3 words today. Shout out to Dr. Alicia. She got a speaking role this episode. And they say they're going to let us say 6 words next episode. Shout out to Dr. Alicia. Don't let them play you like that. I hear you, girl. Go ahead. But anyway, in the limo, Toya was telling the girls, hey, girl, we going to do this Napa thing. We going to sip some wine and, be elegant and ladylike and whatnot. She said she's a real elegant type of bitch. So she going to do it big on her trip. And I'm sitting here saying, Bravo must be broke. What happened to going out of town why they ain't go to Italy and sip some wine? Oh, I forgot Kendall Jackson right up the street in California. But anyway, she's telling the girls, Quad is coming, y'all. Y'all be on your best behavior. Y'all figure it out. She said, T, is you and Heavenly straight? And Heavenly was like, girl, look. I know you felt some type of way. You disinvited me to the wedding or whatever. She said, but ultimately, I'm trying to help you, bitch. Your man is 55. You is 30. He is a grown-ass man and you is a little girl. So I'm just trying to help you. When I said your marriage wasn't going to last, bitch, I really was just trying to help you out, bitch. And Sweet Tea was like, but that's wrong. You don't say that about my marriage. And she was like, bitch, I'm just stating the obvious. Like, what you want me to do? Like, I'm not going to take that back. I'm stating the obvious. And I'm saying, are we still talking about this? And Sweetie, this is why you fake as hell to me. You waited till you got on live, what it was, last night or the day or whatever, talking about, Heavenly's trying to be messy and say I didn't know I had, or I knew I had endometriosis or whatever before I got with him and I trapped him and I ain't try to trap him. You trapped your man and da-da-da-da-da. Oh, Sweetie. I know you knew because you was looking for a specialist when you first came on there. Remember Heavenly said that? And now Heavenly was like, no, she told Heavenly, I ain't gonna tell you none of my business no more. Heavenly said, fine, that works out well with me. And I'm sitting here saying, Sweetie, you gotta learn to be a woman and woman up and say this stuff in these women faces. Cause you don't get no points when you go on live and say it later, girl. Just say it in these whole spaces and be done with it. And stand on your square cause they're gonna keep playing on your top like you a little girl. Moving on anyway. So now they get to the place. They got a nice place. The girls have cottages. She said the older women got their own rooms and the other girls are sharing. I think she said Dr. Jackie and Simone sharing their own cottage, but I guess it's like suite mates or whatever. So they start talking about, well, where's Quad gonna sleep? And they don't know. Toya was like, I didn't really think she was gonna come because she was supposed to come with Phaedra. And from what I heard, Phaedra didn't go with her. So I don't know what's going on. Now they asking who all want to share rooms. Dr. Heavenly said, Dr. Jackie don't want to share no room because they was gonna ask Dr. Jackie. And this was the 3 words they allowed Dr. Alicia to say. They asked Dr. Alicia, would you mind sharing a room or a suite with Quad? And she said, I don't mind. I said, go ahead on, Dr. Alicia. That's right. You tell them, let you say what you got to say. She said, I don't mind. Shout out to Dr. Alicia. I like Dr. Alicia. You know what I'm saying? She got a little 1-2 yin off. Shout out to Dr. Alicia. Girl, let's move on. So now they did some bike riding, but you don't need to see that. Look, Simone is over there talking to Sweet Tea. And was asking Sweet Tea how everything's going and wooty wham wham. And they started talking about Dr. G. And we find out Sweet Tea had called her husband and told her husband what Heavenly had said on the bus or on the Sprinter or on the limo, whatever they was in. And she said, yeah, I told my husband what she had said because, bitch, that is his dentist. That is his dentist. And for him, for her to be dragging for my marriage like that wasn't cool. So yeah, I called my husband and told my husband that Heavenly was saying that he was an old ass man and that I was too young and I was going to get worms and all of that. Yeah, I told him what she said, did, and what's up. And I'm like them. Why would you tell him that? Like, why? What is the point? What is the point of you telling him that, Sweet Tea? But I get it. Y'all married. You tell your husband everything. I ain't even mad at you doing that, but I mean, whatever. Now, Toya, this is where you was wrong. You hopped in the confessional and said, me and my husband would never have Dr. Heavenly as a doctor for dentists or whatever. Why'd you disparaging that lady business? Even though you may not be trying to, you saying that as a person on the show, making it seem like that lady not no good dentist. Toya, you're wrong. Toya, you are wrong. You shouldn't have did that. And if I was Heavenly, I'd cuss your ass out. But anyway, Simone takes Sweet Tea back into the house and was like, come on, young lady, I'm going to go ahead on, take your bath. I'm going to fix you something to eat, and we going to sit around the fireplace and have a kiki. You know, basically trying to be a mama to her. Because it looks to me like Sweet Tea, I know her mama was physically there, but it seems to me like her mama was emotionally absent. Because Sweet Tea have a little issue or something going on. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. So anyway, Quad is on her way. She said, Phaedra missed the flight, but it's cool. She on her way. She said she know these girls are messy. She don't want no beef, no problems. No, Lil Scrappy, you don't want no problems, who? Something like that or whatever. She said, but she coming there and she's coming there with good intentions to be with the girls. So she gets there and she was like, hey, Toya girl, where you put my room at? Down in the basement? Did you find me a cottage way out in the desert? Where did you put me at? And Toya was like, well, to be honest, I didn't even think you was coming, so I didn't have a room for you. And look at her. I could have stayed at the Four Seasons, honey. And see, Toya, you wrong. But Quad, give the girl a chance to say she got you a room, Quad. Give the girl a chance. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand light shade, fun shade. I get all of that. But it seemed like both of y'all are on defense before anything happens. And I'm confused. Y'all just got here. Like, come on now. Stop with the cap. Give the girl a chance. She said she got you a room. You're sweet mates with Dr. Alicia. She don't even say nothing. So you should have a good time, okay? So now Simone walks her to where the room at, and she was like, well, honey, are you gonna walk me down to where the room is, honey? And then look at Dr. Simone. Yeah, girl, it's over there by my sweet girl. You good. I'm gonna bring you over there. Listen, it was just shady walking through the door quiet. And if you was gonna come through like that at that point, like, why even show up? But I know why you showed up, for the check. Duh. You want to be on the trip because you need to be on the trip for the check. It makes sense. Now not quiet. Simone tells Toya, she was like, nah, Toya, you was being a little defensive. Toya feel like, no, y'all some fake ass bitches. Y'all talk about the girl, but don't want to say it to the girl's face. But Dr. Simone feels like, I know how to be cordial with a bitch. I don't have to battle her and drag her every time just because I disagree or I may feel a way about her. She said, I'm just a professional ass bitch. So I don't have to do it like that. Toya, you the one who don't have no professionalism and education. I do. I am an educated bitch. I know how to be around a bitch that I don't like, okay? So boom, in comes Phaedra. And Toya was like, hey, Faye, where is your flight buddy? Quad. Why is it that you came after Quad? I thought y'all was going to all come together or whatever. And Phaedra was like, oh, no. My little boy had a birthday party yesterday. And, I had to put him to bed and cut the cake and all of that. And Toya's like, well, bitch, what that got to do with the flight today? I'm confused, And she was like, oh, no, my little boy, he turned 17. And I had to be a chaperone or something. I don't know what Phaedra was saying. And I'm sitting here saying, Faye, I love you down to the ground, but I'm going to need you to just be honest. Just go ahead on and be honest and say, I had tried to my wits end with Quad and I'm done with that hoe and I ain't want to be on a flight with her. Say what you said. Just say what you have to say and be done with it. I mean, it just makes more sense, And Toya's over there saying, yeah, this bitch must think I'm crazy. Talking about you had this, that, and the third to do. Girl, they ain't had nothing to do with you checking in for your flight, bitch. You just didn't want to be around that girl. Let's talk. That's what Toya was saying. But see, Toya was like, I'm going to let her live. But I see through the bullshit. Toya, I see through it too. But see, everybody not real like Toya when it comes to quiet. Toya the only one straight up look quiet in the face and be like, girl, I don't even like you. Like, what are we being cordial for, bitch? I can't stand you. Every time I see you, I want to fight you. What is you saying? I like that about Quiet. I mean, not Quiet, Toya. I'm here for it. Anyways, so it's dinner time. All the ladies are arriving, darling. We got Toya, Heavenly, Simone and Jackie. And they over there talking and fellowshipping. They're happy to be there. Dinner place looks amazing. And Dr. Jackie lets the girls know. She said, I got to go down to the president, to the vice president, Kamala, what's her name? Kamala Harris. Because, she and I were AKAs together. Or something like that. Hold on, let me get the picture. Yeah, she said, I am a skiwi, we sorors, or whatever the case may be. We both took the oath. Y'all ain't ready for that conversation, though. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all not ready. But anyway, catch me on Educational Friday. We'll get more into it. But anyway, yeah, she said, I'm going to see Madam Vice President who had y'all dancing in Chucks and Pearls. Remember she did that and then turned around and said she wasn't going to do nothing for black people. But anyway, look. She's going to meet with her to talk about the high mortality rate in black women down there at the maternity ward. And I'm sitting up here saying, what is y'all talking about? Scammer know why black women are dying at an alarming rate. Do you want to know? Did the research on it a long time ago. I might pin the video down to the description. But the reason is because they requesting or they're telling a lot of black women to go get C-sections when 99 times out of 10, they don't need the damn C-sections. And a lot of women are dying from complications of the C-section. But y'all don't want to have that conversation. And Dr. Jackie knows that. Doctors know it. Scammer know it. And that's what makes me, that's what I have an issue with. That's what I have an issue with. But this is y'all Madam Vice President. She had y'all hollering ski-wee, dancing in Chucks and Pearls, and then turned around and said, let's be clear. I'm not doing anything just for black people. You think I'm lying? I'm going to get the video because y'all who's going to say I'm hating anyway. Let me go get the video.
Do you support reparations for black people?
Well, listen, again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century, and now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists. The reality also is this. Any policy that will benefit black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No, because whatever benefits that black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country.
So yeah, y'all heard it. And let me just say this. When we speak of black mortality rate in black women, and then you hear Scamala say in 2020 when she was elected that there's going to be no policy that only benefits black people. It will benefit all people when all people aren't affected by said mortality rate. That tells me that ain't nothing going to be done about the black women and the mortality rate. So to me, the ski-yeets and the ski-weets and the AKAs and all of y'all, no shade if you pledge, love your pledge and your God and your pledge. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm talking about black mortality rates when it comes to women in maternal issues and all of that. The lady just said she's not gonna do nothing that's gonna only benefit black people. So that means black women, try to get your midwife fat, because if y'all waiting on Dr. Jackie and or her soror, Scamala Harris, girl, you're gonna be waiting forever. Let's move on. So now everybody's at the table and in comes Quiet. Quiet, I don't like your outfit. I don't like it. You know what it's giving? What's that girl from the Brady Bunch? Marsha. I don't like it. It's giving that girl from Scooby-Doo. I don't like it, Quiet. Quiet, I don't like it. It look like you wearing a smock. Especially from the side. Y'all, if y'all seen the episode, y'all know what I'm talking about. It looked like she wearing one of them smocks that the people wear at the Big Lots or something like that. I don't like it. But anyway, she sits down and what's her name? Dr. Jackie was like, so Quiet. Me and the ladies, we've been discussing it, and we found that, we feel like there's some distance between you and the group. It's almost like you don't have any trust in anybody, no actual real relationship, and we're trying to see what's going on. Like, girl, what's the deal? What's tea? And so Quiet was like, well, to be completely honest, I really don't trust none of y'all hoes. She said, I am not emotionally connected to none of you bitches, but I fucks with y'all. Y'all cool, and I need to get some money. So I'm here. Like, what are we talking about? Like, yay. Like, I ain't got no connection to y'all. I wouldn't tell y'all my business or whatever. She said, but we're here. We're at dinner, and I'm here in the California place to get my little check or whatever. Now Toya hopped in the confession and was like, Quiet is a bullshit bitch. That's what she said. She said, Quiet a bullshit bitch. Quiet don't give a good goddamn about nobody but Quiet. Quiet is only here because she just want to be in the group to get paid, girl. Quiet don't care about me, you, or nobody else. And I'm sitting here saying, Toya, I'm gonna stop you when you start lying, because Toya ain't told one lie yet. And to be completely honest, in in a roundabout way, Quiet is telling y'all the exact same thing. I'm confused. So Dr. Simone interjects and was like, well, girl, if you don't really fuck with nobody around here, you're not emotionally connected, then why is you here, Ike? Why is you here? Like, what is the point? Like, don't you think you should just distance yourself from the group? If you're around a whole group of women that you can't trust, there's no emotional connection. She was like, because to be completely honest, I don't feel it on my end either. There is no connection between you and I, girl. And look at Dr. Heavenly. And Quiet, I will say this, Quiet. I have to jump in and say you is using us because, bitch, I feel like you only called me until or after you couldn't get in touch with Phaedra no more. That's the only time you called me, and you know me and you is like sisters. And the fact that you using me like that, I don't appreciate that. And this is what Heavenly get the spill in the tea. This is what I like about Heavenly. Heavenly said, now Quiet, you only called me because Phaedra didn't want to fuck with you no more. Let's talk. She said, and Phaedra didn't want to ride on that plane with your ass. So now you want to call me because you were scared you weren't going to be able to be invited to the trip, bitch. You were just looking for a way in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk. And look at Quiet. Oh, Heavenly, that is not true. Heavenly, why would you think something of that nature, Heavenly? Heavenly, I would never do that. I don't need an in into the group, first of all. And then secondly, I do call you honey. It's just the fact that you're distant just as well as I. We're both distant. The phone works both ways. And I'm sitting here saying, but Quiet, you got to own your shit, fat. Come on now. They're trying to give you a chance. Now, Heavenly got in the confessional and was like, man, I fucks with Quiet, but at the end of the day, I'm not stupid. Quiet using my ass. Quiet don't really give a good goddamn about me because when we ain't filming, we don't see high, low, or Quiet. Quiet get her friends and Quiet moves around. Quiet don't deal with us. Quiet don't want nothing to do with us till it's time to film. And if we just co-workers, that's fine, but don't get around here and act like you trying to genuinely build something because you genuinely not. And I'm with Heavenly on that. Now, Heavenly threw Phaedra under the bus and got Phaedra over there looking perplexed. And Toya was like, I told y'all, I knew it. I knew that bitch wouldn't ride with no Quiet because she wanted to distance herself. Because basically, Heavenly said the only reason Phaedra stopped answering the phone and switched her flight was because she felt like she tried to help Quiet more than once and Quiet don't want to take any accountability. And it embarrassed her. And she said, one thing we know about Miss Phaedra, she do not want to be embarrassed. And she just trying to get away in the group. Now, Quiet getting her confession and was like, I don't need a way into the group, honey, darling. I am the group. I've been around since the beginning. Girl, they got rid of Mariah. What makes you think they can't get rid of you, Quiet? Quiet. If they got rid of Mariah, who started the show, who created the show, who do you think you are? You know, it was the same thing when you got up there and felt some type of way about Heavenly hanging out with Sweet Tea. Girl, who do you think you are at this point? I'm dead ass. Now, back at the table, Heavenly throws Quiet under the bus and was like, yeah, Phaedra, because Quiet had called me and told me that you used to date Dr. G while you running around here acting like you ain't ever date that man. You did used to date that man. And then he ended up breaking up with you because he said that you wanted $4,000 a month for to be dating or whatever the case. Now, Phaedra was like, what? Girl, $4,000 a month. First of all, me and him did not date. We went on one date, girl, and it wasn't even a date. It was like kind of first meeting, and then we became cool after that. And I will say this. I know this guy that I'm cool with to this day. When I first met him, we met on a pretense of like trying to see if we was gonna date, and we went out one time, no BS. And me and this boy are cool as hell, and he got old lady and everything, and all that's cool. So I get it. So Phaedra looks over to Sweet Tea and say, Sweet Tea, somebody lying, something in the milk ain't clean. Has Dr. G ever told you that me and him dated? And basically, Sweet Tea corroborated what Phaedra said. Sweet Tea was like, nah, he ain't never said they did it. He just said they went out one time. But as far as asking for $4,000 a month and all of that, he ain't never tell me nothing like that. Now, let me just say this. Do I believe Dr. G told that to Quiet? Yes. Do I believe he didn't tell that to Sweet Tea? Yes. Do I believe that he lied to Quiet? I don't know. Anyway, Quiet looks over to Phaedra and was like, girl, look, the man said what he said, and I'm just telling you what he said. Now, just because he ain't tell her, don't mean he ain't say what he said. That man told me that, and that's just straight up what it was. Now, I'm sitting here saying, oh, Lord, here we go with creating a situation that really shouldn't be because, I mean, how long you and Dr. G been together or been apart? Like, why are we bringing this up again? I get it for storyline or whatever. I get it. So anyway, Phaedra hopped in her confessional and was like, girl, $4,000. My bag costs $10,000. What would I do with $4,000 a month? Now, Phaedra, before you was fabulous, Phaedra, bitch, that $4,000 would have came in handy. I remember the way you used to look over there on Love, not Love and Hip Hop. What you call it? Real Housewives of Atlanta, Phaedra, and you would have needed that $4,000. I remember it. Don't make me get the photo, Phaedra. I like you, so I ain't gonna go get the photo. But Phaedra, right now the 4,000 wouldn't have meant nothing. But back then, you needed it, Fad. Don't do that now. So anyway, Heavenly was like, girl, you using me. And that's just what it is. She said, and I don't want to be used. I don't want to be used by you or something like that, she said. And she said, at this point, Quad, it's time for you to go ahead on and pack your bags, Fat. She didn't say that, but that's what I got from it, girl. And that was really the end of the episode. Quad don't want to take no accountability for nothing. She ain't gonna never take no accountability for nothing. And Heavenly, you came through with the tea by throwing everybody under the bus, and I'm here for it. So anyway, y'all drop down in the comments. Like I said, let me know what y'all think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all platforms, and I'll see y'all hoes later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.